Hi guys, welcome back to Unlocks. In this video, we will be starting with the next part of CSS series, that is box model. Box model is a very important part when it comes to styling your web page. Box model has three main important properties, that is margin, padding and border, that we used 90% of the time almost every time whenever you are styling your web page. Now let us understand box model in a very simple terms. So imagine a box model is like a photo frame that we hang on our wall. Now when you see a photo frame, what happens is, now let me just show you the display of a photo frame. Exactly, is this the same way it looks like? Exactly. It is the same way it looks. As you can see this, inside this photo frame, we will be adding some image. That will be known as our content. Whatever you want to add, whether it is an image, text or anything else, like a button as well. Now, just focus on the borders, guys. The frame borders, these are surrounding the particular content or a photo from all the four directions. So this property is added by using the border property in CSS. Now if you see that mostly photo frames has a little gap between a border and the image. That gap is adding by using a padding. So this gap, if you see this is known as the padding. And what do you mean by margin? Margin means the space outside the border. So if you have multiple photo frames, we make sure that there are some space between these frames, or you can say frame, or you can say the space between the border. Now let us open our VS Code and do one small example. How to add a particular box model properties. For that we need to have some content. So imagine guys, we are building a product card. Now what is a product card? Product card that you usually see on e-commerce platforms like Amazon or the Flipkart that display the products in a very easy way. So I'm giving a class as a product, and inside this div container, why I am writing the div container? Because div container is like a box, and inside the box we can add the relevant content of a particular product card. So the first thing I will be adding is the image of the product. So by using an image tag src, we will be uploading the image. Now suppose we are adding headphones. So I am giving a heading tag which will display the name of the product as headphones. Then I am adding the price of the particular product. Inside that I am using a mark tag, okay, and I am writing the price as $100. Mark will highlight the particular price. And then we have a button tag. You can say the button name is buy now. As you can see this, you got the complete product card inside the div container. Now let us quickly get some image from the internet. So I want the image of a headphone. So I will be going to the headphones and click on images. As you can see this, I have multiple images. Okay, the way, as you can see this, I have multiple images. Whatever the image I want to add it, I can easily add it through the internet. Suppose I want to add this particular image. So I just have to copy the image address and paste between the source double quotes. Now the same image will be added inside my web page. Now just quickly run this and check the output, okay, for the reference. On the basis of the output, we can understand what type of styling do we require. As you can see this, I have price, and next to the price I have buy now. So either I can just move this button below the price and it will give a clear look. So instead of using a mark tag, I can also use a paragraph tag here. Paragraph tag, and I can write price, given the price value through the mark tag and writing 100. As you can see this, now it looks a clear way with showing the price, and below that we have a button. But this is not at all looking like a product card. When you see a product card on a different platforms like Amazon, okay, let us see this Amazon here and see how it has. Now let us see the product card on Amazon and see how it is looking over the amazon.com. So I'll just simply click on headphones, and this is the same product card I am able to see, right? Something like this. So we have to transform this, okay, into a better looking product card by use of CSS. So I will be using the internal CSS. What kind of CSS? Internal CSS by using the style tag. Now inside that I have to do the styling for the product. Now inside this I will be doing the styling for the product. Inside this, I will be doing the styling for a particular class called as product, because in that class, I have the entire content. When you have no idea about anything, what is the size of the div container, how it will look, you can simply use one trick of adding a background color. So simply add a background color, it will give you the basic idea of the default size of the div container. As you can see this, now I am all aware about the actual size of the div container, and on the basis of that I can change the size and width. So simply I will be changing the width of this div container, okay, and writing as 250 pixel. Yes, this looks very good, okay, not too big, not too small. If you feel that 250 is very small, you can change this value as well, okay, you can keep it 280. Now as you can see this is a perfect size for a product card. Now what else guys? Does it look attractive? No. So using the first property of box model, that is border. Border means surrounding something from all the four direction. Like how all the countries are having a border, the same day like how all the countries are having their own border surrounded from all the four direction. In the same way, every tag is having its own border. Boundary line, you can say that guys, okay? So how to add the value of the border? You just have to write the border, and then the first thing that we have to define is this size. So the less value you will write, the thinner will be the border. Then you have to write the type of the border. Solid means one straight line. And then you have to write the color of the border. So I am writing a black color. You can change the color, you can change the type, and you can change the size as well. By default, border will be added from all the four directions, that is left, right, top, bottom. Now let us check the output. As you can see this, I am getting a black color line from all the four direction guys. Can you see this? This is my border. Now if I change the size, if I increase the value of the size, you will see that the border size is bit. If I change the size of the border, if you will see that the border size is more thicker. Now, does it look like a photo frame? Exactly, right? And you have to see that inside your border, whatever is there, it is your content. So the first thing we will use padding property. Padding means to provide the extra space. Padding means to provide a space between the border and the content. As you can see this, if I show you that my image is touching to the black color border from the tops and the left hand side, along with the text are touching with. Now if I show you the image is touching to the border top along with the left hand side, the same way my text is also touching along with the button. Now what should I do? I should provide some extra space inside the border. At that time I will use the property called as padding. Simple meaning, padding means adding the space inside the border. So I am writing 10 pixels. So it will add a space inside the border. Now we have to see that whether it is only adding the space in one direction or all the four direction. So by default, padding will add a space from all the four direction. As you can see this, now I have a space on the top border, left border, and the bottom border as well, along with the right border, because right now I have enough space, so I'm not able to check the. Along with the right hand side border, I have already some space on the right hand side, so that is why it is not showing you as the output, but the space has been added in all the four directions. This thing we need to realize. Now let us make it more attractive. The first thing I will do is to change the size. I will keep it thin, it looks very classy. And now I will be writing text align into center. As you can see this, everything is under the center. Now one more property I will show you, that is border radius. Why do we use border radius? It will make your edges, it will provide the edges little curve. So border radius you can add any value. So the more value you will add, you will see that that pointy edges has been removed and it is giving you a little curve edges. And you can see that the pointy edges has been removed and now it is little curve. So border radius is very important if you want to style your particular four corners, or you can say the edges. The same border radius you can do it for the image as well. Now I will be writing some color is equal to, so let us add some color, and suppose I am writing the color is equal to brown. So you will see that all the text is under the brown color. As you can see this, you can also remove this particular background color. If you feel that background color is not looking good, you can simply remove this. And if you want to make this more attractive, I will show you one property called as box shadow. Just providing the shadow, guys. Now one thing that you have to remember, whenever you are providing the shadow works on the basis of your axis. How many axes we have? Two axes, x axis, y axis. The same way, the first we have to write the value of x axis. So I am writing 0. X means left to right my shadow will go. Then I am writing the value of y axis. Y means top to bottom my shadow will go. And then I am writing spread index, that how does my shadow will be spread across this, as you can see this. Now where you can see the shadow, guys, towards your bottom because of the x axis, because we have written 6 pixel, it is giving you the shadow from top to bottom. So the more you increase the value, of the spread radius, your shadow will be more spreaded. Now can I say it is giving you a better look than the background color, guys? Exactly, yes. So this you can use it, it is quite useful as well. Okay, now even if you change this value, so your shadow will be there but in a very light shade. So it depends upon how you style your particular box shadow, guys. You can use x-axis, y-axis and the spread radius value. Along with that, you can change the color of the shadow as well. So these are done. Now what I will be doing it, I will be doing the style for my image. So I can definitely write the image tag directly, but I can definitely write the image tag directly, but I have to target the specific image which is under my div container called as product. So I have to provide the proper address. Dot product, that means this div container image tag, I am changing the border radius as 12 pixel. So you will see that the curve is little, the image curve will be same like my border curve. As the background color is already white, we are not able to see the we are not able to see the exact output, but you can definitely provide border radius to an image. Now see the magic of CSS. See the magic of CSS. If I copy this, I have the structure for a product card, I have the styling for the product card. The only thing I need to change is the content. So if I'm having a mobile phone, so I'm changing the data. Okay, suppose I am having a shoes here. All I need to change the data and that's it, because you are doing the styling for once. Now see the magic of CSS. Suppose if you want to add more product card, will you write the same code again and again? No, guys. Once you got the structure, you can simply copy that structure, because structures are always common, and change the content of that structure. Right now I can add for mobile phone here, I can change the price to $200. Then I can simply change this for shoes, and then I can change the price for $50. Now what will happen, guys? Only one thing that we need to understand is, suppose if they are displayed by side or in the row format. So I'm just changing the body display property as flex. Display means the appearance. Whatever is there on my body, how they will appear. They will appear in the flex format, right? Row format, side by side. So as you can see this, I have three product card displayed side by side. But there is some problem here. I don't have a gap between this product card, right guys? So if you want to add a space outside the border, which property we can use? We can use the property of margin. Simply margin means space outside the border. So I am writing margin here and 10 pixel. Will I add a space only on the left hand side? No. Margin, padding and border by default gives you the value in all the four directions. As you can see this, provided a margin, now I have a space on my left, on the top, on the left and the bottom as well. So the more you increase the value, it will add more space. Depends upon you. Now you can see more space has been added because the margin value is 20 pixel. So these are the three important properties that we have in box model: margin, padding and border. Border means it will provide a edge from all the four direction. Padding means space inside the border and between the content, and margin means space outside the border in all the four direction. And in this property and in this way you can create anything, because and in this way you can create a simple looking product card which is also effective, and you just have to simply change the data. Here you can add the photo of a shoes and a photo of a mobile, and you will get a good looking product card. And definitely make sure that you do not forget the buy now button, because the better clean UI, as a developer it is your responsibility to make your front end looks clear and clean. So I am providing some background color to a button that is orange color. Can I add a padding inside a button? Yes. If I want to add some extra space, I can use padding in all the tags. So I am providing padding here, that is 10 pixel. After that, I am removing the border of a button. As you can see this, border none and background bab. As you can see this, I am removing the border of the button by providing border as none. So the button border line will be removed and border radius will make the edge little curve. Now you can see this, your buy now button looks very clear, okay, to the user. Along with that, whenever you are using a button, you should use one property called as cursor. The cursor value will be pointer. So what will happen now, as you can see this, your cursor looks like an arrow. But as soon as if you move your cursor to a button, it will give you one point symbol, like I want to buy this product. And this adds a very clear value while creating a button. It makes the user feel connected to this button, guys. And these are the small things that we should be adding when you are styling your website. That's all for today's session, okay, as we have covered the box model property. In the next session, guys, we will be covering the display properties of CSS, which are very two important display properties we have, that is flex and grid. Now, if you haven't subscribed the channel, make sure that you subscribe the channel and turn on the notification bell. Even if you have any doubts, okay, in any topic related to web development, please make sure that you mention your doubts in the comment box and I will be helping you resolving that doubts. See you in the next session, guys. Have a good day.